Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's GH Talk. I hope you're having a great weekend, so let's get into it. Mike had to stay overnight at the PCPD. I don't dislike the new cop, I just don't like how he handled the situation. Watching Sonny and his sons rally around Mike was really wonderful to watch. Mike and Michael's scenes were especially good as his grandfather told him, "You'll remember for me." And then he asked about Morgan, and that broke my heart. That disease is... This storyline is so good. I do wonder now that Andre's back if his procedure that he did on Jason and Drew will come into play and help save Mike. It'd be a good way to redeem him. Ava, who confessed her love for Griffin, also got the upper hand on Sonny. Kiki was giving her a hard time about it, but I won't. Congratulations, Ava. And in her very own words,
"Yeah, I saw an opportunity and I took it."
Ava is Avery's mother. Sonny can't escape from that. I'm neutral when it comes to Avery's custody and who or how it should be handled. Personally, I'm just enjoying this ping pong game between the two. However, Ava didn't tell Griffin how she was able to get time with Avery. We all know that Ava doesn't feel deserving of Griffin and she gets jealous at any amount of time he spends with Kiki. So Ava withholding this information further shows that she's not fully secure in this relationship. I want her to be with someone where she can let it all hang out. And currently Griffin isn't that man. Carly had an emotional week. The phone calls that she had been getting had led her back to the site of Morgan's death. She learned about Mike's condition from Sonny, and then Rita showed up. Carly didn't feel that it was her place to tell Rita Michael's news. However, Rita just wanted someone to be honest with her. Rita's response to Michael's illness made it more real to me because some people just really can't handle this. It's clear that she cares about him deeply. I mean, she made it all the way up to Port Charles just to see him. Even though I hoped that she would have stayed by Mike's side, I appreciate her perspective and understand her decision. I do hope she changes her mind because I would really like to see more of Rita. She could bartend at the Floating Rib. Not only is Curtis good to look at, but he is so sharp when handling an investigation. He'd make a better police commissioner than Jordan. Curtis is on to the fact that Jim Harvey is messing with the very foundation of Port Charles to get what he wants. Harvey has interacted with quite a few characters this week, including Liz, who unintentionally ratted out Betsy. He plucked my nerves this week when he remained in Julian's pub even when he was asked to leave. Clearly he was distracting Julian so his place could be sabotaged. With Charlie's pub no longer an option to hold the dance, Anna called in a favor and got Mac to let the dance be held at the Floating Rib. Oscar and Jocelyn looked great, even after Jocelyn's dress was ruined by that idiot. Oscar's been very busy this week with planning the dance and attending his baby sister's first birthday. Scout is so very cute and it was a really nice small gathering. I really like Monica and Drew's relationship. Drew is able to be more open with her than Jason, and he's much more put together than AJ was, which makes this the most healthy mother and son relationship that Monica has had since losing Jason Quartermain. It's always great to see the Davis girls together. It makes me miss Christina, but not her whining. Oh, and Molly needs to shut the hell up.
He cost Mom the election and now he's sending gifts?
Alexis cost Alexis the election, not Julian. No one told her to do what she did for him. Anna learned that Faison had Huntington's disease. Now she wants to go in search of her daughter, which to be honest, she's been wanting to do. Now she just has an excuse. I believe eventually Maxie will have the baby tested and Peter will get tested too. Someone will end up with it, I just don't know who. Lulu doesn't need to quit her job. Even though Dante is onto something when it comes to Peter, Lulu quitting isn't going to make Maxie's anger go away. She lost her husband. It's only going to cause Lulu to miss out on making her coins. Franco had a panic attack in the stairwell after remembering some of the details of what happened to Drew. The scene with Franco and Drew and the stuffed animal going down the stairs kind of made me cringe. I've already said that I'm not a fan of this storyline. Hopefully it's wrapping up, but I really just don't understand how 3-year-olds can remember something like this. Maybe it's the trauma of it all. It'd be more believable for me if Drew had sustained like lifelong injuries due to this fall and Franco was just feeling so guilty, like, did I cause this man to be in this condition because I pushed him down the stairs? Is it my fault that he's just like this, you know, he's just messed up? But no, Drew grew up to be a healthy young man, and the only thing that came from this was that he was removed from his home and placed into foster care. I know this incident has more to do with Franco than it does Drew. However, when the kids were down on the floor, the little actors, I mean, the kid that was just laying there, it didn't seem like he was crying out in pain, or maybe he was unconscious, but it just didn't seem like he sustained such bad injuries that he needed to be removed from Betsy's house. It's been obvious for some time that Harvey had something to do with Drew's fall. And Franco, whenever he gets an idea, he becomes obsessed with it. He latches on so hard to the point that he doesn't see anything else, including the fact that he left his fiancée at the church on their wedding day. I'm sure it's on his mind, and maybe he wanted to confront Harvey so he could just go ahead and let go of this part of his life, but he could have at least sent Elizabeth a text message. In recent years, something is always going wrong when it comes to Liz getting married. I'm sure she'll forgive him. Finn looked a bit jealous when he saw Anna on the phone with Andre, but Anna was looking a bit jealous herself when she saw him over there with Alexis. I also caught Kim getting an eyeful of Sam and Drew. Sam made it to the Quartermaines in time to see Michael and Jason having a conversation. I love their scenes together. It's something that I've missed, and I'm so glad that we have the original Jason back, because his scenes with Michael are something that I treasure. Jason and Sam, I love their scenes. You already know I'm a big J-Sam fan. I believe that a reunion is coming, but not soon enough. Apparently there's a big J-Sam moment coming up due to the earthquake, but I'm sure we're not going to get a full-blown reunion yet. At the end of Friday's episode, we saw Port Charles get shaken up. And I look forward to the drama because, as you know, in one of my last videos, I was talking about how February sweeps was quite slow, so I'm looking forward to this. Those are just a few of my thoughts on this week's moments. Please leave me a comment, hit me up on Twitter, let me know what you thought about this week's episodes. What storylines are you enjoying? What moments are you looking forward to as the earthquake hits Port Charles? Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take care.